What's up, guys? This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And we're from the Yelling from the Stands podcast. And today, we're here to talk to you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer.
One cool thing Anchor can do for you is it will distribute your podcast across all platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
So in a nutshell, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from Southern California, this is Yelling from the Stands.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Yelling from the Stands. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And welcome to episode number 16. Welcome back, Zach.
6. I'm back in action, baby.
He was back in Vegas last week, hooking it up.
Just to start off, Vegas is shit right now.
Tell me about Vegas,
I was so
man.
disappointed. So, you go, and we went on a Thursday. It wasn't really busy at all. It just, no bars are open in like casinos. Usually I want to go to the bar, get like a whiskey sour or something, or like a Seagram 7-7, and then leave. But no, you can only get drinks from like the people when you gamble, from the little waiters.
Oh,
and then all the restaurants are closed. Like, ridiculous, dude. So I had to stick with either Fat Tuesdays or CVS beer.
CVS beer. Nice. So like Vegas is pretty much just shut down right now.
Yeah. But Friday was actually surprisingly really busy, but you can't do anything though.
Is there a lot of people gambling?
Yeah, surprisingly.
Wow.
And then they have like the what's called the slot machines, like every other one. So I say usually there's like a row of 3. The middle one's blocked off, like it says out of order.
Okay.
And then the tables, there's like plexiglass on the side of you and then in the front of you. That way, yeah, it's all your own little like cubicle.
Wow. They really went all out.
And everyone wore masks for the most part. Maybe I saw a handful of them, but they had them on. They just kind of brought them down below their chin.
Yeah.
Because they're talking. But yeah, everyone's pretty much being safe.
That's pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that, man. Some of them hardcore gamblers.
Only I wish they did a better way of temperature checking, because they only temperature check if you're checking in. But I'm surprised there's no one by the doors. Like, okay, let me check your temperature.
Oh, so if you check into the hotel, you're getting temp checked?
Yeah, but other than that, I thought like every time you walked to the casino they checked your temperature, but no, it was just only when you checked in. At the check
Gotcha.
in or out, yeah. So.
I wouldn't doubt that those places have heat signature cameras, though.
Yeah, I bet
they're checking those.
That's actually smart, because you could probably, maybe it's an app or something they can attach to the cameras, and then they could probably say, "Hey, security, you got to go kick this person out."
Yeah, I bet. Well, they've got the FLIR cameras, like those heat signature ones,
Yeah,
and you could check on somebody and see their temperature.
Yeah.
So if you see somebody walking around with 101, you're like, "Ooh, let's check these guys out."
Let's get them, or you send medical staff. Let me check your temperature real quick.
Random health check.
Which is probably allowed to do that, but
so all in all, would you go again? Is it worth it?
No, I wouldn't
It's
go.
not.
I wouldn't go until the bars open up again. So hopefully in a couple months.
Did you guys stay at the Venetian?
No, we stayed at Excalibur.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was we were just
Excalibur.
talking about
It's not the best, but not the worst.
that. I've never stayed there. I love going there. It's always a fun time at the Excalibur, though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Just nothing fancy.
And it kind of smells better in the casinos because no one's really smoking.
I heard they weren't allowed to.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That
But Excalibur kind of smelled musky because it's just an old casino. But
yeah.
I was surprised though. But
You guys eat anywhere crazy? Anywhere good
no,
food?
just Shake Shack.
Shit's so good. That's what I'm. There's a chicken place next to that Shake Shack. I should have told you
Oh,
to
it's
go.
Brixie's or Big.
It's not Bruxy.
Not Bruxy's,
There's a one. It's a little further down, more towards New York that way. But it was a newer one. But me and Brady ate there last time. Unreal.
So hopefully go back. I want to go back in September. Hopefully everything's open again.
Yeah, we want to go soon too, man.
It was cheap though. It was like $170 for 2 nights, but half of that price is freaking for resort fees.
I know that's a crappy thing, dude.
I know years ago you could get out of it, but now you can't. Like,
no, yeah.
it's like I'm not using the pool. I'm not using the gym. I'm not using the Wi-Fi. Why do I need to pay resort fees?
It's an excuse to just make more money on the
I
bottom
understand.
line.
They should say like a cleaning fee instead of a resort fee. So I understand paying. You got to pay someone to clean the room.
Mm-hmm.
They should change a cleaning fee, not a resort fee.
It's just so weird because it's never been done in any kind of hotels. You don't pay a cleaning fee. That's what is just cooked into the price of the night. I'd rather them say,
or raise the prices of the.
Yeah, no, because we have free nights through that. We play the My Vegas game, the Caesars, all those rewards programs. But what it is the night's free, but you're going to pay a $35 a night.
Yeah, you're paying $70
resort fee. I would rather
you're paying $100 for 3 nights.
Yeah,
which is not bad.
I'd rather them just say, hey, $30 a night. End of story. That's it. Like, cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I feel better knowing
It'd be
that.
cool for you to, like, say you were with your Vegas slots. If that was the case, you'd have free nights. Like, you don't have to pay anything at all, not a dime.
Yeah. We'd go a lot more if that was the case, but it's still fun. We want to get out and try it soon.
You guys should just take the kids next. Because you can take them to the aquarium in Mandalay Bay.
Yeah. We went there that one time. It was pretty cool.
What else can you do with them? Just go by the pool, go swimming.
Probably do the what is it, circus, all that stuff.
I wouldn't stay there.
No.
But you go there. Yeah,
brother, I don't think you could pay me to stay there.
I stayed there like once, twice.
Did you?
When I was little, it was the best time there. It smelled like lemon pledge in the
Fucking old lady.
old lady perfume.
Old casino, dude. I remember the first time we went there, my brother took me, and I wanted to go because I knew it was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, one of my favorite Hunter S. Thompson movies. And we went in, and my brother took me to the section where they just play with like quarters and nickels, like real, yeah. I was like, this is pretty cool, but like this place is old, man.
Yes.
I was like, this is kind of like a flea market or some shit like that.
But I guess downtown's picking up really big now. They're building a new casino.
Dude, Circa. You need to look it up. Circa is almost, it's going to be done in October.
So I think we might stay there because Roland's getting married off the strip.
Yeah.
So I don't know where we're going to stay at, but.
Have you looked up Circa at all? Like, are you familiar with it?
No, I just heard that new casino. There's a new casino that's 18 and over.
It's
Is that what it is, right?
I thought it was 21, I thought.
21 and over, yes. Is that the Circa casino?
Circa. It's
21 and
the
over.
first casino built in Las Vegas.
That's one that has a huge pool amphitheater, right?
Oh, it's got the biggest sports book pool on the top.
Yes, that's crazy. Oh, it's a sports book?
The sports
so you go
book
out
on
and
the top.
bet?
Well, they have a sports book inside, but at the top, it feeds into it because it's going to have like the biggest rooftop pool or something like that. Biggest sports book in Las Vegas history.
Probably going to stay there.
They just released the bars, what the bars were looking like the other day. And one of them's going to feature this lady. That she had a name, she's a famous neon light.
Is that one where her legs kick?
Yes, and they said it's going to be inside the bar and her legs will move.
That's cool.
They renovated the sign because they tore that down.
So it's a legit sign.
Oh yeah, they took the sign. It used to be on the front of the Dry Gulch or something, Glitter Gulch. That's what it was, I think. And they took it down when they bought the building, and they saved it. Everybody thought they got rid of it, but they saved it to bring it back.
Revamp it.
I'm super pumped because this is the same guy that builds this that built the D. It's Derek, whatever his name is.
The D, I think, is a pretty good hotel too. Down.
They've bought everything.
Well, so he owns like Golden Nugget and everything.
He owns, I think.
I know because we went down there years ago, but the Golden Nugget was actually like surprisingly nice inside.
I've never been in, but we walked
by. You should go downtown,
like. Look at that. This is going to be super fun.
My father-in-law, Frank, he always wins a lot of money in downtown.
Does he?
Yeah.
You win better down there. My brother plays.
They're looser, right? Because they want you to keep coming back, right?
Of course, yeah. You spend more money on the strip. If you're going to go to Vegas, man, for the value.
I think the next couple of years, I think the downtown's going to be popular than the regular strip, I think.
It's going to, I mean, for the value, that's going to draw a lot of people in. Especially after this recession we're going to be in.
Everyone's want to get out and go do something.
Yeah, get more for your money.
Because everyone's kind of afraid to go downtown because it's more ghetto. It's like kind of scary, but if you just stay on the little strip.
That's it right there. That's that bar.
That's cool.
So that's one of the bars. The other one, that's the concierge.
Yeah. So this year it opens?
They said it was supposed to be done in December. They said we'll probably be done at the end of October. They're ahead of schedule. And they're going to be opening in December.
They're opening up New Year's Eve.
Oh, is that what it is?
I heard someone was telling me, when Roland Gonzalez is where he's going to get married at, the guy said, I think they're opening up New Year's Eve.
Oh, sweet. Either way, I want to check this out. And the Garage Mahal. Look at this.
Garage Mahal?
It's a drive-in garage, dude, but look at it. It's like freaking, it's going to be one of the biggest, it says 9 stories.
Dope.
9-story garage with 1,000 parking
spaces.
Big
Lebowski themed hotel.
Look at that. Look at that parking.
Fancy.
Dude, I'm excited for this place. First new casino in like 50 years in Vegas, downtown. First one they built downtown in Fremont.
Well, is it the D or is the D revamped?
D was actually revamped. It used to be...
It was an older hotel?
Fuck, what was it called?
So this is actually like the first, built from the
Brand
ground.
New, yeah, new build. And they're going to have some pretty good restaurants. They just announced Project Barbecue, Jackpots, Legacy Club, Vegas Vicky's. That's the bar, I think. Vicky was her name.
Okay. Cool.
Either way, I'm pretty pumped for it, dude. It looks pretty badass. I know that once we get in, or at least get a chance to get out, we're going to head down to Vegas.
Heck yeah.
Up to Vegas, I guess you say.
Hey, because have you used all your vacation yet? Or you just have vacation left?
No, I got some. But we've got family coming in September.
Yeah, for Liam's birthday.
Yeah. But no.
Speaking of the little devil child,
Hey, what are you doing?
get out of here, little boy. Later.
He's so ornery, man.
He's one of those, I think when he gets old, he's one like, I'm gonna go do this. Like this. What's that?
Yeah, he's going to be very inquisitive. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about last week. So,
Oh yeah, I was watching it. It seemed like it was a shit show. Hold on, technical difficulties over here. It seemed like a shit show from what I saw.
okay, let's get some explanation time. So, Andrew came in last week to fill in for Zach. We had a big idea. Let's do a Hot Ones episode. And we were going to do, I had a bunch of new hot sauces my wife had bought me for Father's Day. I've been saving from the Hot Ones game show.
It was on the game show.
One was on the game show. The three spicy ones were from the game show. The other three were from season
the
11.
game show, they drench like,
Bro, oh my God. Yeah, they do.
it's like a soup.
And so I brought Andrew in. We were going to do basically popcorn chicken. We had hot sauces lined up. We were going to do basically a Hot Ones episode during the podcast. That would be the.
I saw like half. I was watching half of it until the sound cut out. But it's like you're just talking to him, ask some questions, and then
Yeah, it was super fun, man. We had a blast.
it was like after every topic you ate a chicken.
Yeah. We would go
nugget.
through a news topic, and that's all right. Let's go to the next one. We kept ramping it up, and it was fun. We had a blast. We started doing the broadcast, and of course we had issues right away with the broadcast. We had never done a full episode of the podcast live. So we ran into some issues there. I got it fixed and corrected, and we started recording. Probably we got into hot sauce number 7 or so, I'd say.
Yeah.
And I guess, or 6, and then we lost audio on YouTube. I started noticing the people, because I have so many stuff going on my computer, I wasn't on one thing the whole time. I noticed I lost some viewers. Viewers started ticking down. I'm like, okay, maybe just, somebody doesn't want to watch right now, they'll watch later. And I should have thought to like look into it, because it turns out the audio, we had lost the audio on the video feed. So, and I switched over to the Reaper, which is what I record through at the end. And then finally realized that we had lost audio on the podcast as well. So the last probably 40 minutes of the podcast wasn't even recorded. I was fucking furious.
I'd be livid.
Bro, not only we put ourselves through that fucking hot sauce, it was hot as hell. Went to the bomb again. The bomb salsa was pretty good, but got through the end of it. And me and Andrew took a break, came back in. I was going to start editing and get ready to upload. And then I was like, what the fuck? And then we realized the video didn't have audio. And I checked Reaper, and there was no audio.
Did you delete the video off YouTube?
I made it private. So,
yeah.
I mean, what's going to eventually happen is we'll find a way to put some of it out there. We missed a lot of good content. But thanks to Andrew for coming out. We had a blast, man. Either way, it was fun.
That's good. I'm glad. Andrew's always a blast to talk to.
Yeah, we had a good time, dude. We'll eventually probably release it later down the road as like a bonus episode or something like that, just behind the scenes cut, because it's just not complete. You miss most of the really fun stuff at the end. I started going through his Facebook and quizzing him on shit, and lost it all. So sorry, guys. That's why that's the secret why there'll never be an episode 15.
That's the nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's how it goes, dude. But all right, what else we got going on? Oh, Last Chance, you came out this week. Did you get a chance to watch any of
I
it?
haven't watched it yet.
So I just finished it last night.
You binge watched it already?
Hell yeah, dude.
Is it good?
It's good. So it made me want to rank the seasons.
Okay.
Obviously the first best season for me is season 3. It's the first season in Independence with Jason Brown.
Yes.
Best one. After that would be season 1 with back in Mississippi.
Because he cussed.
Yeah, he was it was more real.
I was thinking it's probably 3, 1, 4, 2. This one?
That's pretty much what I was going with.
3, 1, 4, 2, 5.
And then 5. 5 was good. Don't get me wrong. Laney College in Oakland.
Are they good? Like,
What they are is they're a small community college, which community college in California is way different. They don't provide dorms. They don't provide this kind of money. So these kids were driving from like...
2 hours away.
Yeah, one kid was driving from Stockton
every
day. He was a highly touted recruit, best player on the team. A lot of kids were like... One kid was slept in his car, homeless. Been sleeping in his car for like 2 years. And everybody knew it. They tried to get him out. It's just... It's pretty cool. The people, the characters in the show are really good. They found some good people. The coach I like a lot. John Beam is his name, from Laney. But he's been in Oakland forever. He's like a legend up there. And the football team themselves, it was kind of like season 2 of Indy, where they just kind of couldn't get it together. Because what had happened was the previous season they won the national championship.
Yeah.
They were an underdog, major underdog. They won the national championship as a wild card pick.
It would have been cool if they recorded the previous season when they won it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when they came back, I think with the cameras and everything added to it, it was a little kind of a bust. But it's still good. Still good TV. Wasn't by far the best. I might move it above, to season 2, maybe. I don't know. But
Yeah.
if you like football, it's still good. Watch it. It is the last season for Last Chance U. So
You said they're bringing a basketball one though next
yeah,
year.
they're going to switch over to basketball format, which I think that's going to be pretty
College
sick.
basketball? Is it community college?
I'm not sure. Might be JUCO again.
It'd be so dope. You've watched what's that one with the University the San Antonio team? Or the
basketball?
Yeah, with the movie where the coach got a lot of black players that come to play for his program.
Ooh, I don't know.
What's it called?
Is it a real movie?
Yes,
movie
it's based
movie?
on true story.
Coach Carter?
No.
There's a bunch I haven't seen. I haven't seen Coach Carter, so I don't really know.
You haven't seen Coach Carter? That's a really good movie too.
Yeah, I've heard that. Need to go through them. But yeah, basketball's coming
We
next.
should start
one.
doing that. Remember we're supposed to rank the movies and stuff like that? That'd be cool.
Yeah, we talked about that. We need to get that.
We do it
together.
today. We're gonna rank today. Sprout of the moment.
We're gonna rank fucking chips today, brother.
Okay.
I'm ready to eat those chips. I always buy those fucking Lay's when they do these crazy flavors, and I bought all 4 of them. Even my wife was like,
We're missing one because Lay's, get your shit together.
"Yeah, dude, the chili relleno, or however you say it, it's quite rare."
What's that one from though? Do you know what restaurant it's from?
Blue Azul or Azul something
Okay.
in New Mexico, I think it was.
It's a Mexican restaurant.
I think so, yeah.
That's cool.
Southwestern. But it's hard as fuck to find. Even look on Twitter. People are like, where the fuck is this one? And it's supposed to be exclusive to 7-Eleven and Walmart, and neither we've tried all the
Maybe
ones in
nothing's
our
came
area.
in yet. The shipment maybe hasn't came in yet.
None of them have it. But either way, we'll try that.
Did you do
in
the 7-Eleven by your house yet?
Yeah, the one over here.
You didn't go. Nothing there.
No, that's the one I was telling you. They don't have
Yeah.
big bags of chips at all.
Yeah.
I checked even the little ones to try to find it. But that's where I got the Baconator Pringles.
So disgusting.
Ugh, I was gonna do an episode where we'll eventually do one. It's gonna be like a tournament bracket style
That'd be
Pringle
cool.
flavors.
Oh, Pringles.
Yeah, all Pringles.
And I guess instead of us picking, we're gonna do this one against. Let's do a randomizer. Okay, put numbers 1 through 12.
Oh, and just randomize the,
And then
the seeds.
yes, and then one
go.
place 4. That way we know.
Yeah, that'll be I've been planning that for a future episode, and I was gonna add the Baconator in, but oh my god, it's horrible.
It's
Fucking
artificial
horrible.
and
To the point where it gives you a free Baconator burger on the lid, and I just threw it away. I didn't want anything to do with it. I got the code. I can give it to you.
yeah, because I know sometimes Lay's are on sale for cheap, so you could probably get 2 for. Yeah,
Pringles like $1, man.
That'd be
buy
dope.
$20 worth of Pringles, and then
yeah,
have a tournament.
Pizza, barbecue,
Jalapeno,
original,
sour cream and onion.
there's all
They got
salt and vinegar,
the
I think.
ridges, but we can do full on sweet, probably sweet 16 style.
That'll be dope.
That'd be sick. That'll be a future episode. But
Then we gotta bring up some animations, oh boom, here's a bracket. And then,
but for today, Yelling from the Kitchen, we're gonna feature the 4 flavors of the I think it's Flavor Icon
yeah,
series,
flavor icons.
which is the New York pizza,
I'm excited for that one.
New York style pizzeria.
Grimaldi's.
From Grimaldi's, Nashville Hot Chicken from Party Foul, which I have actually been there in Nashville and had their hot chicken. Philly cheesesteak from Geno's in Philly, and the Carnitas Street Taco from El Torito, which I've actually had the carnitas from there too. So let's see if they actually taste right. But let's start off with some crazy news first. Mr. Trump says he will ban TikTok through an executive action as soon as Saturday. Obviously, that didn't happen because it's Sunday.
No,
But you hear about this?
I heard about it. But the thing about him is that that's violating the Constitution. You're right, because it's freedom of speech on the.
He said he's able
It's
to
because
do it
the
with
whole
some,
Chinese. It's the
because they're Chinese owned and ran. He thinks there's some kind of conspiracy with what the information they're getting. Which, I mean, there's so many apps out there. Like, there's so many more
was
apps.
that face app that happened.
Yeah, from like that's
Russia,
the
yeah.
same kind of bucket. I think it's more him and China. They're not on good terms right now, and shit's
But-
getting a little hairy.
Someone was telling me that Instagram is making some type of TikTok app on their application where you do the same thing as TikTok.
Oh, you would be stupid not to at this point. Like all the apps that are like TikTok
Probably
are starting to come
Snapchat.
out.
Probably all.
There's one called like Zen or something like that. I don't know. I keep seeing the ads.
There's one. I think the old creator of Vine made something like TikTok.
Yeah, I think he did. Why did they get rid of Vine? I thought
Vine
Vine
was
was
the
pretty
best,
cool,
yeah.
man. I always when it came out, I loved it, but then they just canceled it one day. But TikTok, I'm not a big TikTok fan. I really didn't like it for a while, But I had a buddy turn me onto it, and I was like, some of these are like so
It
stupid.
gets addicting. If you put like your, I think you put what you like, and it gets suggested videos. Some of this shit is super funny.
It is. There's some really funny stuff. Also, like the recipes. There's a lot of food recipes.
Yeah, we
and little
saw. We want to
hacks.
make a restaurant style ranch. We want to make.
Oh, they showed you how?
Yeah.
Ooh, that'd be good, man. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of shit like that. It's a real time waster. Like you can just like if you're stuck on the pot, TikTok's where it's at, man. You're gonna be watching TikTok till your ass is fucking numb.
Your ass
Be like,
is
"All right,
chapped.
I gotta get out of here. But no, we're gonna see. I think we'll hear something by Monday because I think all these fuckers are on a 3-day weekend, anyways.
Yeah.
Speaking of, thanks guys for trying to figure out our stimulus package and then not figuring it out and then taking a fucking 3-day weekend with, enjoy it. Hope you enjoy your weekend.
Are they still discussing another stimulus check?
Yeah, they're fighting over. See, the money that we get from that, they all agree on. What they're fighting over is their special interest shit that goes into this bill.
Do you think the bill's already decided? Do you think we're going to get it or no?
I think it's going to happen.
It's going to be less than what we got last time, though, right?
Well, as of right now, they're talking like it could be possibly more, if not the same.
But is it going to still qualify if you make under $75,000 a year?
Last I heard.
I know they're supposed to it had to make under, I think it's like $40,000.
Not going to be that one. No. They've already said, as of right, last I've heard, it was basically the same as last time.
But honestly, it makes me so mad. Like, okay, we're going on, 5 months in quarantine virus, and you've only put out 2 checks? Mm-hmm. But it should have been at least 5 because how are people surviving?
I don't know. People that really are out of work and shit, I don't know. I have no
Are they
idea.
pawn and stuff? They selling? I feel bad for those people. Like, I'm grateful. You're grateful. We have a job.
Exactly, man. Been
Like it's just
super
like
grateful.
it's
Been
scary.
working
It's
this whole time.
sad. And then for fast food employees who are busting their ass feeding people because the restaurants are closed, they're not getting paid
Hazard
pay,
pay,
and
or
then
none
people
of
who are unemployment are getting paid more than them.
that. Yeah.
It's just frustrating.
And that's what the unemployment ended. And I mean, I get scaling that back. That's a lot of money they were getting.
$600 added on to whatever you make. I think
Yes.
Josh said, my brother said, you make what, $200 to $400 a week for unemployment, and then you get another $600 a week
on top of that a week, man.
So
It's insane.
612. That's $2,400 a week just on the $600 added on. So people are making almost over $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
You know what? I wonder if they did that because are they hoping that they put it back in the economy? They're just going to blow it.
I don't know. If I was getting unemployment, first off, I'm going to pocket and save as much as I can so put myself in a better position in the future. But that's all ended. It's all gone right now. And that's what,
July 30th.
That's what's dumb is most of this stuff has already been decided on their level. But what they're not going to put that bill through because their special interest and shit hasn't been agreed upon for the Democrats and Republicans yet. So we're suffering not having that stimulus check finalized and pushed through yet because they are not happy with what they are getting. So there are all these helicopters and military funds being snuck in there. We get it, but get off your fucking ass. This is our money. This is our tax money. You work for us. Should never been a 3-day weekend. What the fuck is going on? Get back in
holiday.
there. I would be like, don't fucking leave until there's a fucking bill. How about that? Until there's an agreement. Don't leave this fucking room.
I know this is random, but I thought back to Vegas again. I had a bomb stromboli
From where?
for one of those the New York pizza.
Did you go to that New York? The one in New York?
No, it was.
Oh, I got super
no,
excited.
was it New York? No, it was in Mandalay Bay. It was one of this.
Just little shops.
Yeah, it was a little food court, but it was bomb.
Really?
Yes.
That one inside New York, the dude that helps you is rude as fuck. Every time he's so rude.
Where is it at though? Is it upstairs?
Towards the back where they have that looks like the downtown New York. You know that back alleyway. There's a little food stop. There's a hot dog place.
Yeah, okay, it's up there. It's upstairs.
No, it should be down. It's downstairs. Yeah.
Okay.
It's all downstairs. And there's the piano bar and all that stuff.
Okay.
There's the pizza place and there's legit, man. And then there's a place that sells cronuts. If you've had a cronut.
A cronut?
A croissant donut.
Oh.
Oh my God. We got a Butterfinger one last time.
Butterfinger?
I'll show you a picture
damn.
of that. Shit, it is
When you
good.
say Butterfinger, I'm in.
Dude, it was out of this world. But that's really good too. But what else we got?
That's how Trump had the whole...
Yeah, no TikTok. We'll live. I don't think it's going to end up happening. Microsoft's trying to buy them so that way to the American U.S. version, I guess, or whatever.
So they make a separate version.
Exactly, and then they'll just be in charge of it.
Smart.
So, all right. There's a little bit of sporting news. Fans think J. Cole is hinting at trying out for NBA in a new sneaker ad. So I haven't seen this yet. Did you watch it?
Yes.
What do you think?
It's possible. He is pretty good at basketball, but
Is he?
But he's 35, and
Oh,
NBA players now, or just watch
I
the
know you ain't about to try to do what I think you about to try to do.
He doesn't miss a shot in this video.
And you ain't crazy, is you? I mean, what's the odds? I know you got more sense than that, young blood.
Good.
Hold up.
Get up.
I think the homie really trying to do
Come
it.
on, game winner. 1, 2, let's go.
So it's basically a video of J. Cole shooting, playing one-on-one.
He had new Puma sneakers, like NBA Puma basketball sneakers come out. They look pretty dope. But yeah, and you know who's the voice of that commercial? A former basketball player who became a rapper.
Oh, really?
P. Miller.
Oh.
Type P. Miller and his son's
Master P.
Master P. Yeah.
P. Miller, is that his other name?
Well, that was on his jersey.
Oh.
Master P.
Yeah, I know Master P.
Yeah, he was the voice of the commercial.
I didn't even
And
realize that was
he
him.
said that J. Cole is really trying to be NBA.
Wow, that's crazy. I don't know anything about J. Cole.
It'd be dope if he plays a year contract with
There's Master P right there.
Charlotte. He's from North Carolina. Charlotte Hornets.
Really?
You know how much fan base he'd get?
Bro, that would bring a lot. They need that in that organization.
And Michael Jordan, like, come on now, like that. I think that would blow up.
That would be pretty cool. I don't know
He's
if
really
any
good basketball. I just don't know. But NBA, that's a different game, dude. They're faster, strong. I just don't know.
How tall is J. Cole?
6 something.
He is. No shit.
6'3" maybe.
So
he
he's
has the
still
size
looking,
for it.
He's still looking point guard though. That's the smallest position in.
6'2".
Yeah.
So probably 6'3" with shoes. Yeah. So point guard.
Yeah, it'd have to be point guard. I mean, maybe shooting guard, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Hey, try it, man. Why
Yeah.
not? Fucking, you got so many people
I think
sitting out right now.
his status, I think he'll get a shot somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised.
Why not? Give him a chance, man. With how crazy sports is right now, because I feel like
So if Tebow could play in the MLB, which is
Yeah.
a good, I think J. Cole could play.
at least give him a shot. Why not? And Tebow kind of impressed a lot of people too, man. He did better than we expected. Oh, let's see. All right, let's talk some baseball.
Good old baseball.
Fucking baseball.
Guys
man.
want to keep their dick in their pants. That's what it is.
Is that the reason?
Yeah. Okay. So Marlins,
So break-
17 guys went to a strip club.
Oh my God, that's what it was.
Yes.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Pretty sure it was a strip club.
Oh, MLB season is
They say a
already
restaurant, but I think it was a strip club.
in jeopardy after the Marlins played a game despite a clear outbreak of COVID-19 on the team.
Like 17, 18 guys got tested positive.
There was, at this time of this article, which came out a few days ago, there was 14 cases. The team played a game on Sunday despite having 4 positive cases. Oh my God. The game on Monday had been canceled. Speculation of the MLB season is now in jeopardy as they attempt to play its season with regular travel as opposed to a bubble.
It needs to be a bubble. NBA did a bubble, and you don't hear any cases in
Exactly.
NBA.
It's actually doing really well.
They're still in Orlando, right? Playing in Orlando?
Yeah. I've watched a couple of the games. Thunder had a good game yesterday.
Did the Lakers beat the Clippers?
I don't know.
That was what? A couple
That's
nights
the one
ago?
I was gonna watch that, but I got pulled away.
The Clippers were beating the Pelicans by like 30-something points, 40 points
Did
in like
they?
the first half.
Shit. I just watched the first game, which was the Jazz and the Pelicans, which came down to the
Are
wire.
the Thunder playing?
Thunder played yesterday and whooped the shit out of the Jazz by like 20, 25. And then I
Yeah,
was
so I
gonna watch the
understand.
Lakers.
It's just they need to put it in a bubble. But that's what's happening. Players don't give a shit.
So has it just been the
No.
so not just the Marlins.
Cardinals have a lot of cases
I
now.
heard about that one too.
And then what sucks, like I was saying, it's not the fact that having corona is not really scary because your odds of surviving is fine. But
Yeah,
after you find you're positive, how many people you affected?
exactly.
The teams they already played 2 other teams. Like you affected so many people. It's ridiculous.
And there's starting to become a lot of long-term effects of COVID once you've had it.
it's like smell and taste is for
that-
months.
yeah. They've had people
is
with
it respiratory problems?
enlarged lungs, enlarged hearts, blood pressure issues, swelling of the brain. We've been hearing a lot of. So a lot of long-term effects. Because COVID isn't quite what we thought it was as far as deadly. Yes, in the older range it is, but it's more of just because how easily it spread it is. We don't have the vaccine yet, and we don't know the long-term
I
effects.
guess vaccines. It's close.
They're very close.
I guess U.S. bought like, is it 100 million?
I
think they already bought the vaccine, hoping that's going to work.
Yeah. They already paid for it and the right for everybody to get their
I think
own.
the next one's gonna be like 500 million, something like that. Or
I don't know, man.
but
But can the MLB, like, let's say where we're at right now, what would be needed for them to actually just stop it and then suck everybody into a bubble?
I don't know.
Is that possible to do without
you
derailing the
have,
season?
you would have to just, the players have to either find a nearby hotel and everyone stay together.
Yeah. And would it be, because when they originally talked about it, it was going to be 2 cities, right?
For baseball?
For the baseball, and
Yeah,
2 levels?
It's supposed to be Florida
And
Arizona,
yeah.
the spring training, but Florida's so bad.
Yeah.
I think if Florida wasn't so bad, I think they would have stayed in their spring training facilities and played there.
Why don't
But
they just go somewhere that's got a nice baseball stadium, somewhere Utah,
that's-
Nevada?
But that's so many. What do you call it? It's so much games on one field. You're gonna do a lot of damage to the field.
That's true. Yeah, you're a
But I'm
field
saying,
guy, so
go to Utah, use the colleges in Utah. Go to Montana, use you get me?
or why not? What about? No, I could be wrong on this because I think college baseball has a different size field. I would say go to Omaha,
No, Omaha would work.
like Omaha, Nebraska. Why not?
But
Because they have a bunch of
30
fields.
teams on one field.
But let's say Omaha's got a bunch of fields.
Is there a complex at the
I think in Omaha
where they have the
college
World Series?
Mhm. Let me see.
Because that's where I
Omaha-
think Creighton plays there. Creighton University.
I don't know. I have no clue.
That's a dream of mine. Is to go to see the College World Series. That's a dream of mine.
So it's TD Ameritrade Park in
Yeah.
Omaha. So is it just one?
It's
thought it
one
was
field. I think it's
thought it
one
was
field.
A complex.
I think this is one
Information
field
and
though.
Maps, seating concourse. So yeah, it looks like it is just one main one.
But is it, like you have 30 teams.
I mean, there's got to be somewhere bound to have
Yeah.
enough place to take care of a bubble like that. But I don't know if this is going to work, man.
Yeah.
If it's this
They
bad
came
this
in
early
positive.
on,
I think the season will cancel. But say if the season cancels, at this point, I think the players should get paid for that season because you kind of.
you've already derailed what they had planned. I
Yeah.
think you should. Might as well.
Well, they'll probably no, you don't get paid because you didn't play. But
How
no,
long is the season supposed to go through?
60 games. So
And we've been through what, 4?
Yeah, the first week and a half.
First week and a half. Shit, dude.
So I don't know.
Not good. What's your prediction for it right now? How does the end of the MLB season look?
I don't think it's gonna finish.
I don't think that you could finish
No.
with where you're at right now,
because you
dude.
only have so many players. So at one point, you're gonna use all minor league players. What
I don't know, but that's something I was going to talk about too with fantasy football. We're going to see something that we have to talk to our league about is how are we going to handle this because there's going to be a lot
Well,
of
let's say
people
too, if you
going
draft
in and
if you draft players and they opt out, like how's that gonna work?
off. Yeah,
You have to wait till the last possible time to draft. I would say
and I did. I pushed it back to first week of September this time, and there's no
because
preseason.
Deontay from Patriots he opted out, right? Hightower.
They've had Deontay Hightower. They've had 7 players so far opt out.
But I think they could. I think they could opt back in though, right? If
I would assume so. Why not? Because when they opt out, they get a league minimum paycheck, which is something that they've already
but
addressed. and
for
set up.
the NFL though, I'm telling you, they'll sign anyone.
They will.
I think the AFL players. I think there's a lot of guys. They'll find someone. They'll sign them for a league minimum and have them play. And I bet you those guys that are the small end, they'll play for pennies on the dollar just to
Oh,
be
hell
in an
yeah.
NFL uniform.
Absolutely. So the problem they're seeing in the MLB so Commissioner Rob Manfred remains confident the 2020 season can continue. He told ESPN's Carl Ravik on Saturday there is no reason to quit now, despite positive coronavirus tests that we have led to the postponement of 17 games in 10 days. Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, because you had was it the Phillies and the Phillies, Marlins, Yankees, Cardinals, Brewers. It's like 3-game series, so yeah, it adds up.
Basically, he said, we are playing. The players need to be better, but I am not a quitter in general, and there is no reason to quit now. We have to be fluid, but it is manageable. We got to be flexible on that. Manfred told the Associated Press on Saturday, look, this is one of the reasons that we revisited the issue of the expanded playoffs. If it turns out that some guys play 60, some guys play 58, they have this new thing called Winnipeg winning percentage. We can sort that out. So
It's kind of not fair though for winning percentage though.
yeah, that's not. Yeah,
If you don't play less games, then
I don't feel like he sounds super confident in what he's saying, but I feel like he's trying to project a little bit, and it's kind of fake. I feel like he's worried,
yeah.
and he should be. You just canceled 17 fucking games after not
Or
good.
postponed it, so they should be able to make them up with a doubleheader. But
Yeah, but no, back to football. Like you're gonna have to do some major reconstruction on how you do benches, how you do. So something I've been thinking of is, do we do deeper benches? We usually have 5 on our bench, and then I don't do IR spots in my leagues.
you'll probably need a couple IR spots.
That's what I'm thinking. At least
Unless Yahoo makes a IR spot that's only for COVID cases.
which I doubt. I think we would have seen it by now. I think we
Yeah,
might.
wait, one IR spot?
We have none. We have none in our football. Basketball, we got one.
Maybe football do probably 2.
If I did any, I'd probably just do one. Because if you did 2, we're talking people are just going to pick up, big players that go out for a week. And I don't want to turn into that.
Do one player, that way it's going to be someone on your team that you want to keep.
Yeah, but I'm thinking what we might have to do is extend the bench, maybe take it to 6. So that way you have a little bit deeper bench. You can kind of, because in one league, first off, there's only one, on our main one, the FFL is one QB. SFL is 2 QBs, which is, you're going to have some room for an extra QB on the bench. You're going to have to back up that tight end. We've talked about abolishing the tight end spot and turn it into a flex so that you don't have to play a tight end. So that way, let's say 4 tight ends go out with coronavirus 1 week. Decent ones, you wreck your fantasy football league, man, because there's 3 tight ends that are really good. The rest, you're scraping the bottom of the barrel.
That's fantasy, though. You can always pick up the guy who's the backup who's taking care of the sick guy.
Yeah.
So
we got to figure out some stuff with that coming soon because we're going to start up in a month. But football is going to be different. I think they're doing better things with football, with keeping the fans away and all that. But
I think because they could see they see all these sports ahead of them, are test trying how it works, how it doesn't work, and they could just go off of that.
Exactly. They have the kind of advantage of being able to sit back and watch the MLB, take some missteps, how the NBA is going and all that. Hockey and stuff,
Hockey's working. I think they started up.
Yeah, doing really good, man. Moving on to Kansas City. QB Patrick Mahomes, now a part owner of the Royals.
Yep.
Star quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs and reigning Super Bowl MVP has become a member of the new ownership group of the Kansas City Royals. They announced his partial ownership Tuesday, noting that he spent a lot of time in the clubhouses as a kid. We obviously know Mahomes' baseball background.
His dad played in the MLB for quite a bit. Was a pitcher.
He loves football, but he also grew up loving the game of baseball, said John Sherman, principal owner of the Royals.
I think he got drafted, but I think
he did too.
Yeah.
He was kind of like Kyler Murray, I believe. We look forward to many years of winning partnerships, so that's pretty cool. I mean, he just signs a 10-year deal with the Chiefs. He's going to be he's long term, and then he part owner of the Royals. I mean, if you're a Kansas City fan, you feel great.
They're drafted by the Tigers in 2014.
Yeah, he was once a baseball prospect. He said, "I love this city and the people of this great town. This opportunity allows me to deepen my roots in the community, which is something I'm excited to do." I think that's pretty cool,
More
man.
power to him, dude.
It just makes you excited if you're a Chiefs fan because you're like, hey, we got our guy.
You're a Royals fan too.
Yeah.
You're a Kansas City fan. You love how he's representing the city and the team. And
he's really been a really good mentor and just a good, I would say, icon. Was I guess role model to look up to. Seems to have a good head on his shoulders, even though he's young.
He's quiet too. You don't hear him in the media. You don't hear him nothing.
It's because he sounds like a frog when he talks. No, we love Patty Mahomes, man. Love watching him play. It seems to have a good head on his shoulders. Unlike this next guy we're going to talk about. His name's Antonio Brown. And the NFL just suspended him for 8 games for violating personal conduct policy. I hate talking about Antonio Brown, but there's not a lot of sports news this week.
But if this is a case 8-game suspension, he could still play.
Yes, but what I like about this is this helped fantasy more than anything else. Because in fantasy, starting last year, week 6, I think it was, 7, right around there, when Antonio started floating around, nobody knew if he was going to play, first off. So there was people that held him for weeks and weeks and weeks. We didn't know if he was going to be suspended, if he got signed. There were so many question marks that it really hurt the dynamic of your fantasy team. Now, I think the NFL was just like, we don't care, because he came out and retired 3 weeks ago, and now he's looking for a team again. He's fucking crazy. We know that.
I think he's probably going to come back.
He obviously wants to. But I think now that we at least know whoever signs him, he's not playing for 8 games.
Yeah.
He's not going to be that commodity around, fantasy. He might be a deep, deep stash for some leagues, but, they're not going to be clamoring for him like they were last year, which is good. Kind of takes the question marks away. Now, being he's got an 8-game suspension, definitely we know he's not going to get paid. He's not going to get that big paycheck. Nobody's going to throw money at a guy who is a straight up problem off the field, and he can't play for half the season.
I think though, if whatever team he goes to and he balls out in the other 8 games, he'll probably get paid in the following season. I think for like 3 years. That
kind of thing where it's like, hey, you're going to show us that you can keep this in line.
You've changed.
Yeah, because he's still flip flopping, man. He's still crazy. He's got something wrong. I don't know if it's mentally or if he's just letting his emotions speak. I don't know what it is with this guy, but he has came off the rails these last 2 years. So, what kind of teams?
I wouldn't be surprised if the Buccaneers sign him for half a year.
Oh, man, I know Brady's a fan, and
Yeah.
they did really well that one game he played, man, for the Patriots last year. But I just don't know.
Imagine Antonio Brown, Mike Evans.
fucking Godwin.
Yes.
Jesus. And then you got fucking tight ends on top of that.
LaShawn McCoy just signed. Did you put that in the news?
What?
Yeah, LaShawn McCoy signed a 1-year deal.
With the Bucks?
Yes, I think so.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
How have I
pretty
not heard
sure.
of that?
I think he did. Unless it's a joke, but I think he signed. Yeah.
What?
A 1-year deal. So
How did I not hear about this?
I think he'll start over. I think he'll be the starter. You think? Because he did it for the Chiefs last year, right?
He did, but he can't.
It's injury, right?
He can't do a full load. Yeah. LaShawn's probably going to be the guy that they either use at the goal line because that's where they struggled the most. They could not run the ball at the goal line in the red zone. But the young guy, Ronald Brown, I think his name is Ronald Jones. He looked good last year, so it's probably going to be a mix with them two. And then they got the third down back. I can't even say his last name. Starts with an O. He was a good pass catching. I don't know. I can't remember it, but I know it's tough to say. But shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
LaShawn McCoy returned to the NFC with a 1-year deal with the Bucks.
Why not?
So that's scary because
Dare Ogunbowale.
Yep, that sounds right.
Ronald Jones is second.
That's crazy, dude. This is stupid. The Bucks are fuck. Okay, I didn't know about that. That does change things a little bit because Shady's good. He still is. He just doesn't have that resiliency like he did in his younger days.
I'm telling you, I think if since Brady's there, I think Brady's gonna no one's gonna act out against Brady. You get me? Like,
oh yeah,
because Brady has such a big save. If you mess up, you're done. Like, you're not gonna play.
Yeah, he's gonna run that field, man. Field general to the bone. Damn, that's crazy. So LaShawn's with the Bucks. That's why I feel like I'm out of the loop with some of this stuff. There's like what we're getting reported on is like people kneeling during the anthem and shit, and we're missing all these actual sports news, you know? Fuck. Okay, that changes the landscape. But yeah, fuck Antonio Brown. Still sucks. We don't like him. But I don't know. I can see a team.
I'm telling you, if he just kept his head straight,
just shut up.
I think he'd still be playing for the Raiders right now if he just didn't.
If he would shut his mouth and just stop talking and just play. Just what
Gruden. The team needs to hire someone to keep his ass in check.
Line.
Because what was it? Was it on Last Chance U? They signed his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
That was was it Mississippi?
No, was it Jason Brown, right?
Was it Jason? His first season?
They had one of the brothers play. He never played, but they had him on the roster. That way he kept
it was Mississippi. It was season 2.
They kept the brother in check.
Because, it was the brother that was the running back, and he signed his brother who was like, he didn't even play really. He was just on the field, but they did it just to keep him in check because they needed his brother around. Yeah, it was season 2 in Mississippi.
Like that, they need something.
Yeah. But I don't know. I could see a team early on maybe that had low expectations, comes in and plays, overachieves, and then realizes, hey, we got a shot.
After week 8 is in the shot of making the playoffs, sign him for league minimum, veteran minimum.
But you got to do it early, though, because he's going to set out 8 games.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do it early and just be like, okay, well, let's set him out 8 games, and we'll hope for the best once he pops back. But I can't even trust in Antonio Brown to set 8 games and not get in trouble, to be honest.
I can also see the Ravens signing him to be with his cousin. Is his cousin?
Yeah, Hollywood.
Brown? I can see that happening. And he trained with him and also Lamar Jackson in the offseason. So.
And there's always the option, too, that some people just want to get him on board for that veteran kind of experience to help, play with the younger guys.
Or they sign him just to not play him. That way no one else gets him.
True. Just to keep him in.
A little chess move.
Yeah. I think somebody will give him a shot. Yeah. As long as he doesn't really put his foot in his mouth.
It's 8 games, so he'll want to play after 8 games.
Oh, yeah. He wants to play now.
Let's say if the NFL was still undecided next year in the middle of the season, we don't know what his suspension's going to be. Mm-hmm. Now it's already decided. It's already set. He'll be back week 9.
Yeah, they've taken the kind of guessing out of it. So I think it'll open the doors for him. We'll see something happen. As long as he doesn't do anything crazy within the next 3 to 4 weeks to really, really hurt his stock or put his foot in his mouth, I think he'll be a shot.
Yep.
All right, NFL, we'll hopefully see in a few weeks. College football, I am not so sure.
You've been on the fence. I know you're saying it's probably not going to happen.
I'm still thinking it's not going to happen because did you hear what happened this morning?
I read the thing.
Pac-12.
Is it they all got together?
So the Pac-12 football players, not all of them, but a group of them come
From
together
different schools,
to
I'm hoping?
form. I think so. To form a Players Tribune titled "We Are United," and what they are doing is they have made a list of demands from the NCAA and the conferences, basically regarding safety around COVID, getting paid to play, and a lot of other things. So the landscape you're looking at in college football right now is almost all the major conferences are doing conference only. They've gotten rid of them. We know that Notre Dame has joined the ACC for this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they
Oh,
have.
damn.
So they are playing in their conference as of this year.
So, I think it's another topic, right? But we'll kind of go into who they're going to play against.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a minute. But the Pac-12, on top of already a bleak-looking season to where we're losing games, like we were supposed to play Oregon State week 1, that already got canceled. Pac-12 is doing conference only. On top of that, you have these group of players get together and say, we're not going to play at all until all this is addressed. So this right here is off of ESPN, kind of breaks down what happened.
College football players have never had more leverage than they do right now as the sport tries to play a season amid a global pandemic. And a group of Pac-12 players are taking a historic step to try to advocate for themselves and everyone in that league. They are choosing to opt out of all preseason activities and games if the league doesn't meet a set of demands that ranges from compensation to health and safety during the pandemic, and also a racial and justice component that's very important to the group. The league, in a statement to ESPN, the Pac-12 saying they have not heard from this group. Their athletic departments have yet to hear from this group, but the group will go public with their statements likely in the next day or so. Again, they're asking for a lot here, so that's something to watch for. Everything from compensation to racial injustice to protection. So certainly some ambitious demands, but this is a historic step for this group, which is trying to advocate for themselves at a very opportune time.
So basically what I'm saying is, from what already was a very bleak outlook on college football this year, now you've had a group of guys come out and say, hey, this is bigger than this. We want we need to put our demands out and get these met. Now the NCAA is really looking at some major hurdles for getting these kids to play, because first off, like they said, athletes in the NFL are all paid. They're paid very well to kind of take those risks. In college, they're not, straight up. You're not getting paid. You're getting basically free college, a little bit of money to live on. That's it. That's not worth risking your life, potentially. And that's what they're saying. But on top of that, they've taken it further with racial injustice demands, social injustice demands, and for the league to distribute 50% of each sport's total conference revenue evenly among the athletes in their respective sports.
50%.
Yeah, there's some pretty crazy demands in here.
I guess for them, set the bar high and then meet in the middle.
So I guess they haven't officially come out and sent them to the conferences or the league yet, but it did come out today, this morning, that this is what was happening. I think this is going to be the nail in the coffin for this season, because I think the NCAA, they're going to have to respond to it. They're going to have to come out and either say, okay, you don't play. There's no Pac-12 this year, which is going to cost that conference a lot of money.
Probably millions and billions of dollars.
First off, you're already going to have asterisks on this season, on the championship. Whoever takes it home, it's already going to have it. We know it, because there's no out-of-conference play. You got Notre Dame joining the ACC, all this different stuff happening. But now it's taken it a step further. I'm seriously concerned now. I don't think college football is going to happen. And I think like some of the schools are set to start practice like next week. So, and on top of the Pac-12, which we'll find more about in this coming week as they come out and officially take their stance and list their demands. But like when I was looking through Twitter, some of these, like Chris Murphy on Twitter, pro athletes are paid well to risk their lives in the middle of a pandemic that has killed 150,000 people. But 19-year-old college kids get nothing, but are playing football primarily so that adults, coaches, ADs, industry execs, can make their millions. So this is the stance that group has taken, and you really can't deny that they're fucking right. You're gonna make some kids play for nothing and then risk their lives, can't get paid for it. How the fuck is that gonna work?
If they do play and they don't get paid, and some kid dies from COVID, it's gonna be.
That's what, yeah, and
that's gonna get sued up the ass.
And just with the number of kids in the NCAA, you're bound to have a few that might have cancer and don't know about it, might have some underlying health concerns and don't know about it. If one of them guys gets it and dies, brother, it might stop college football for more than this year. So, I mean, what I'm looking at, I am not expecting college football to happen, even though it still seems like they're trucking towards it.
They already have a schedule made for the Pac-12?
This is what ESPN posted for the football Pac-12 schedule. It's all conference, obviously. They've gotten rid of, it looks like they all have one bye. They got rid of that first week, I think it was, so that is their 2 off weeks right there. So they still have one bye, but they're going to start late. Let me see if I can full screen this. There we go.
There you go.
So the first week is now 9/26 as opposed to like 2 weeks before that, I think, or 1 week before that.
September, so about a month and a half away from opening the season starting.
But then, let's say college football does happen. This is my other problem, because then we're going to go to something. You're basically going to go back to something along the lines of the BCS, which is some committee is going to have to step in and say, I think these are the best 4 schools, because none of these teams have played outside their conference. So look at this schedule. This is your Pac-12. They only play each other. So all that tells me about the Pac-12 is how good they are within the Pac-12.
So they're still going to do the BCS tournament this year?
Well, there's going to be the tournament, but it's not BCS anymore.
They should just do the top
16. Give me a fucking 16.
Or just do the top winners of each division, or of each conference,
Major.
and then the best records will make the wild card, or whatever it is.
It's got to be bigger than 4 teams, though. You can't have a 4-team playoff with a Power 5 conference. Somebody's going to set out.
You have the Pac-12,
Big 12, ACC,
Big
SEC,
10. Big 10.
That's your Power 5.
That's 5, but you need at least, I guess, add one more conference.
Well, you could do Big East or something like that. Mountain West or the American, probably American Conference.
That, you do the WAC. They should just do at least make it 8 teams. You have 8 different conferences, and then 1 plays 8, 2 plays 7, 3 plays 6, 4 plays 5.
I'm just saying, let's say just very chalk. OU wins the Big 12. USC or Oregon. Let's say Oregon wins the Pac-12. Alabama wins the SEC. Are you going to put those top 4 in there, and then let's say Ohio State wins Big 10? Okay, yeah. That's it. That's your top 4. Yeah. Where's Texas? Where's USC? Where's these teams?
The ACC. Say Florida State wins the ACC,
Clemson?
undefeated. How are you going to pick? Yeah, Clemson. How are you going to pick them?
Yeah, you're going to set one team out. Yep. So if you're setting
one team that's undefeated is not going to make it.
Yeah, you got OU, you got Oregon, you got Clemson, Ohio State, and then what's that 5th one?
What'd you say on? So Ohio State,
Clemson, Ohio State, OU, Alabama from the SEC, and then you got Oregon. One of those teams is going to stay home and likely have a better record than somebody who's going to go.
Yep.
It's not going to work the way it is. Even if it does happen, you're going to have somebody. It's going to be like the BCS all over.
They need to expand the playoffs. More teams.
I would love to see it.
6 teams, 8 teams.
But what I would like to see is I know why they pushed it back, but why not take the end instead of the beginning of the season, take the last 2 games off, squeeze it all up, and then you have 2 weeks to quarantine your top 16 teams, bring them to a bubble, and then let them play a fucking playoff.
You can have a host city that plays all the games.
Yeah.
You need to play the whole entire week. Doesn't be all Sunday. You can have every night have a primetime game on TV.
You know how fucking sick that would be?
I watch 7 games a night,
and each night would be a different bowl game conference sponsor.
Playoffs, yep.
So instead of a bowl game, you'd have a bowl night.
You have Fiesta Bowl. You have
this night is sponsored by this.
And every night,
yeah. But instead, what they did is they got rid of the first few weeks, which I guess you could still push it back and work it in. But I was just saying that would work in your quarantine time. Pick a city. I don't know. Not Chicago. I was going to say Chicago is in the middle.
You just have you can always do Vegas at the Raiders Stadium.
The new stadium, something like that. That would be sick, man.
The kids can stay at a hotel, but then our problem is you got to keep them in the hotel. They can't leave.
Yeah, it would be hard
unless they quarantine for 14 days and then they could go to the Vegas.
But I mean, I still think that's doable. I mean, but that's not going to happen. Nothing like that's going to happen. They're going to fuck it up. Somebody's going to get mad because Alabama gets in over Oregon because of Alabama's past or because they're in the SEC. That's the point, is we don't know how good Oregon is in the Pac-12 compared to OU and the Big 12 because no team has played each other. We don't know what level we're on. We might say, "Oh yeah."
Because the out of conference games, you always see the upsets out of those games.
That's how you figure out what levels these conferences are in because they don't play each other that much. That's not going to happen this year. So it's going to turn into an old BCS style where somebody gets in over what conference they're in or who they've played. Which we don't know. We don't know the scale.
I'm just hoping that if they stay top 4 though, they just got to do best record, and then if they're I guess you got to do strength of schedule.
But how do you do that?
Yeah.
Strength of schedule is all based off how good the teams are. But if you don't know, there's no I don't know how to put it. If you don't know how good the Big 12 is compared to the Pac-12, there is no.
It's not fair to say Oregon goes 12-0 or 10-0. Is it 10-0? No, all the teams are 500. It's not, and they don't. Yeah. It's not fair because it's not that fair. The teams suck.
Yeah, the SEC might be by far the best conference, and the team in the SEC that's 2-loss might be twice as good as Oregon, but Oregon gets in over them because we don't know.
Yeah.
If they don't play each other, we don't know, and it's not going to be fair. I think you're going to hear a lot of people bitch about, it's like the BCS because they got in off their name. And
let's hope they change. I'm hoping they change the playoff format by the end of the year.
Me too, because if it happens, it's going to be a shit show. If it doesn't happen, which I think is going to be the case, but fuck, I don't know. That's where we're at with college football, guys. Cross your fingers, say your prayers, because it's not looking good. All right, that wraps up our football stuff. I think that was all I had. Oh, there was the Power 5 leaders, though. There is this last piece of it. So the Power 5 conference leaders pressuring the NCAA with a threat to stage their own fall championships ahead of the vote. So if they're telling the NCAA, if you guys do not get this shit together and figure this out fair, we are going to do our own tournament.
With the top 4 of their own
Power 5 conferences. So Big 12, Pac-12, SEC,
5 teams, though.
Big 10, ACC.
Well, one team gets a bye?
Well, no, it's not a team. It's the Power 5 conferences doing their own. They might do a 32-team playoff.
Oh, it'll be dope.
That's what I'm saying. They're telling the NCAA.
So Power 5, they'll pick top 3 teams from each division and then each conference, and they'll have their own playoff.
Wouldn't that be fucking sick? You pick the top 3 teams from a conference. The bottom team acts as the wild card and plays week 1 against the number 1 seed or some shit like that. But that's what I'm saying. Even the Power 5 conferences understand that something's got to be done different.
But you'll have more you have Oregon, USC, UCLA in one division, and then you have Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, and then Alabama.
You could see Oklahoma State coming in as the 3rd best in the Big 12.
Oklahoma, Texas.
Get pinned up against Alabama in a week 1 playoff. Oh my God. Talk about the chance of these upsets, man.
Yep.
But that's what, at least the Power 5 are taking into their own hands because they're seeing what
if you don't do it, we're going to do it.
Exactly. And they're basically saying, you cannot do this like every other year.
Oh, so they're against the whole BCS playoff thing, right?
Nobody likes that because it's somebody who's be coming in and saying, I know better than everybody else. This is what I would do. And it's not fair to do that. So at least the Power 5 have taken a stance and said, we're going to figure something out. But this whole Pac-12 thing with the players is going to throw a wrench in it. Oh, so much drama and stress this year, man. All right, getting done with sports for today. Now, let's talk about one of Zach's favorite comedians.
Not anymore. I don't know.
It's allegations.
Yeah.
So we went through Crystalia a while back with this. Now comedian Bryan Callen denies rape and sexual misconduct allegations. Amy Schumer sends message of support to the accusers. All right, comedian actor Bryan Callen has adamantly denied allegations of rape and sexual misconduct detailed by 4 women in a report in the LA Times. Let me be very clear. I've never raped, forced myself upon any woman, nor offered to trade stage time for sex, ever, Callen said in a statement posted to Twitter. The horrific and false allegations originated in today's LA Times will be addressed in detail in a special Saturday night edition of my podcast, The Fighter and the Kid, tomorrow, which have you listened to by chance?
They took off the episode yesterday.
They took it down?
Yes. So it was...
Oh, shit.
They had Mark Sanchez and Scotty McKnight on it. And it was there yesterday morning, and I cannot find it. They took it off. Everything.
Let me check.
So
that tells me fishy. What that tells me is lawyers got involved, and they had to ask him to take down a statement.
So
let me see if it's still on. I'm gonna check Google Podcast because it would have came out last night. You said or the night before?
Yeah, it was here yesterday morning. It's still Bert's the last episode, but it was Mark Sanchez was on it.
Bert Kreischer, yeah, and that was from 5 days ago.
Yep. So unless they're going to release it either tomorrow or Monday. Either tonight or Monday they'll release it. But I don't know.
I would bet if it was on there and now it's off, it's not going to be back on there.
Yeah.
I would.
Something's happening.
Somebody's asking them to pull it down because they're saying something they shouldn't be. And it's likely lawyers are involved now and that they've had to get representation, which is not good. Ooh, there's 50 comments on this. Should we?
Yeah, it just what makes me upset is, okay, Brian Callen's best friend Chris D'Elia had the same situation, and Brian Callen had the balls. He just cut him out of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the same situation, and
yeah,
it's like, dude, come on.
I don't know. I mean, do you think this is true?
Possibly. He's kind of a creep. So.
Is he?
Yeah.
I like Brian Callen a lot. I used to like him on Mad TV back in the day. That's where I really got to know him.
Well, it's got to find out. But I just understand, because, like, what do the girls have to lose to come out and say that? You get me?
True. But also, I mean, you got to look at it from both sides. If you want to play devil's advocate,
yeah,
it's so easy to be like, hey, if I want to get a little bit of Twitter fame or I want to get some Twitter followers or Instagram followers, hey, remember that night I hung out with Brian Callen and he was trying to hook up with me? I can just, throw in a few extra details and I can get a lot of followers and get some publicity.
Girl will believe them. It's both sides. It's just, oh, man.
So apparently Amy Schumer posted a statement on Instagram.
And this lady, like, she comes out, oh, I support you. Like,
I know.
She only comes out when this stuff happens. Like, that's how you get fame. Right?
Super. And she also coincidentally just had a documentary come out about her giving childbirth, her first birth of her child. I think it was on HBO. So I don't know if she's just trying to make a plug to get into another news story or if I don't know. It's good to have people back you up because we don't want sexual misconduct to happen, and it's good that people are speaking up about it. But we're also seeing a lot of people come forward with kind of falsities and, false information. So Schumer said, in support of the brave women who came out forward and shared their stories, you are saving the women who may have come after you. And to the comics who are annoyed with me for standing with these ladies, what are you so afraid of? Available on my number in my bio if anyone wants to talk about Brian or anyone else who has sexually assaulted you. I know she said the same thing around D'Elia too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's hope it didn't happen. But if that's the case, yeah, kudos for Schumer to standing up and giving them, an avenue to kind of get that out there. But I don't know. I'm skeptical a little bit, just the same way you're, innocent until proven guilty. It's so easy to just have allegations come out. I don't know. I'm not going to take a stance and say, because we don't know.
Yeah.
We just don't know. But I could see it going either way. Let's hope to God it's not. Because, I mean,
so we still haven't heard from Chris D'Elia, and it's coming out and saying things. It's kind of like it makes him seem more guilty because you haven't said anything. And
I can see. I mean, I understand because if you're a lawyer for D'Elia, you're like, hey man, stop talking to the media. You're just gonna go quiet. We're gonna let this thing burn out, and then we're gonna go to court and handle it, and then we'll let it do that way because it's better to just not talk about it than to slip up and say something that could, validate the claims or something. Even just them talking about it, So I think that's where Brian Callen's at right now, but I don't know. We'll see. It sucks that we keep getting this shit coming out, and if it's true, I mean, fuck. I mean, they deserve what's coming their way then, I guess. All right. One more crazy news story. I don't know if you saw this. Some of this shit that pops on my Google News, man, is insane. And this is not a joke. I thought this was a fucking parody. This is not a joke.
Is there like a real picture of this?
I don't think so. Probably not, but... What this is a man who lost his penis to a blood infection has a new one built on his arm. And there's a picture of him sitting with his hands on his knees as he's sitting on the ground. And it's blurred out, apparent penis growing from his arm. Well, it's growing. So what happened is
it'll grow and then they'll attach it to his.
Yes, okay, they're going to move it.
Because the blood supply.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it is very much alive. What it is they recreated one out of I think it was fat off his other arm or something like that. And they literally are growing a penis on his left arm to eventually cut off and replace. It's got a urethra in it already and all this stuff. I read the article, yeah. So he had a severe blood infection, and he said my fingers and stuff started to turn black, and I noticed my penis turned black and eventually just fell off one day. He said the balls and stuff are still there. And look, he's holding it right there. Ugh. So they made some incisions and used some stuff from his arm. So the dude's got right in the middle of his forearm, like his wrist, just a dick hanging there. A fucking dick. Oh my God. So it's a bionic penis. The guy said it gave me a glimmer of hope that I could go back to being a normal bloke. I'm guessing he's from London. Yeah. This is the funniest part. Not having a penis felt awful. It's most men's worst fear. For me, I was never worried about sex because I already had 2 children. I was always more about my self-confidence and simple things. McDonald's also decided to request an extra 2 inches on the $65,000 appendage.
You think he's paying for his insurance? Because like, if it fell off, like
technically,
it's a cosmetic. It's a
cosmetic surgery.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, I don't know, but he wanted to get 2 inches longer on it just to have. Look at the thing flop over. It's all blurred out. But do you want me to try to find it?
Yeah.
Let me find his name. Malcolm McDonald.
Oh man.
We're gonna man. My Google search results history is gonna look fucked up. Malcolm McDonald.
Arm photo.
Arm photo. Dude, this is. I hope this isn't too gross.
No, it's blurred. It's all blurred
I
out.
think they're all blurred. There's got to be one, man.
Oh, I just want to see like just like maybe like not safe for work or something.
Malcolm McDonald. That's a penis photo? Oh my god, my search history is gonna be horrible. Let's see, unblurred.
Yeah.
God, I'm
No,
secretly
it's
hoping this doesn't pop up.
Penis.
Arm penis. Like, how do you search for an arm penis? No, everything was popping up is blurred out. Thank God. Okay, we're gonna give up on this. Damn. But yeah, this is a crazy story, and he's gonna have it moved over to. And then they said it's gonna be fully functional, man.
That's crazy.
He said, people ask me about it all when they see me in the pub, and of course people make jokes, but I get it. It's not every day you see a man with a penis on his arm. Of course I see the funny side. I have to. I don't have any other option. If I couldn't laugh at the willy on my arm, I'd be finished. And what sucks is this was all supposed to go down like a couple months ago, but it got postponed due to COVID.
Oh, so you're supposed to get a surgery already?
It's supposed to be moved over already, yeah. Oh, shit. All right, guys, that wraps up all of our news. Let's see if anything's crazy is trending on Twitter now. There's been some crazy, stupid shit. I don't know what that is. Tatum's, I don't know why he's trending. Doug, no. Trump has no plan. BTS. Pretty typical stuff.
Yeah.
No, nothing too crazy. Usually there's some good topics on there we can go over. But, I don't know. Getting a little hungry. What about you?
I'm getting very hungry.
Getting very hungry?
Very, very hungry. I'm starving.
Shit, I think we know what time it is.
It's time to test all things culinary. We hope you've brought your appetite. This is Yelling from the Kitchen.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, yeah. I'm hungry, man.
Starving from some Lay's chips, boy.
I'm excited. I love this shit. I love crazy flavors like this. And we've got the Lay's flavor icons in the house this week. So let's go over them. There's 4 flavors. There's actually 5. Fuck you, Lay's, for making the 5th one regional because we cannot find it. And it's supposed to be out here. So
only shows 4 on the website, so
it's the 4 main ones. The fifth
okay,
the 5th one's like it's the chili relleno, however you say it. But good luck finding it. If you can find it, let us know what you think. On Twitter, it's very tough to find apparently, and the people that have found it, kind of hit and miss with the flavor on it. They said, but we are going to taste the other 4 we got our hands on, and we're going to rank them and rate them and review them because we're hungry. Okay, so we have the Lay's Wavy Carnita Street Taco based on El Torito, which I have had.
You've already had it?
Not the chip. I've had none of these chips.
I think I've had carnitas.
I've had it from actual El Torito.
Yes.
Philly cheesesteak from Geno's. Obviously, I've never had that.
But that's one of the best.
Pats and Geno's. It's always the big thing. Kettle cooked Lay's from Grimaldi's. It's New York style pizzeria.
I've had Grimaldi's in Vegas.
Was it good?
Yes. Like one of my favorite pizza places.
And then I've had this one as well. This is Nashville hot chicken flavor from Party Fowl. That's where we ate my first time having Nashville hot chicken in Nashville. So, you have a preference where you want to start?
Nope.
Let's do cheesesteak.
We'll do cheesesteak?
All right, so we're going to do it one at a time, guys. We're going to rank them Should we do a number system or just order like we usually do?
We could do both because they're. I guess we gotta. We'll rank them the taste wise, but we gotta number it based on like how good the chip is itself.
Yeah, we'll do. We're gonna do a quick smell. We're gonna take a few minutes, have a few of the chips. That because with weird flavors like that, you got to kind of have a few. And I think we'll just rank them and then just do our thoughts. So here, starting off, we have the Philly cheesesteak Lay's chips from Geno's. Take a smell.
I smell like cheesy.
Definitely cheese. Now this is supposed to have the cheese whiz and all that kind of stuff in it.
And how do they? I don't know how they.
No clue. All right, grab you one, man. Here we go. First one of the new flavor icons we have Philly cheesesteak. First off, it's overwhelmingly tastes like the sour cream. What's the sour cream and cheddar?
Yeah.
It's mostly that. Yeah, I'd say it's like 85% of the chip we've already had.
Yeah,
but it's got like a little onioniness.
They're good.
It tastes good. You can taste that caramelized onion at the end.
I eat them. They're good.
They're a lot like the sour cream and cheddar with a really heavy onion on the end.
Yeah. Not bad.
I was hoping for a little bit more creativeness, but it's still good. So we'll put that right over there for now, right in the middle. Let's go Nashville hot, baby. All right. So I've been to this place and had their hot chicken, so I'll be able to tell you whether this is real or not.
Buffalo-y?
Whoa, it smells like fucking chicken skin.
Ooh.
It smells like chicken skin. That's crazy. Not a lot of flavor. It's a little bit of heat.
A little bit of heat. Yeah, no flavor though.
You get that chicken skin kind of flavor. Kind of plain. I mean, the spice is kind of good. Not bad for the spice. But kind of disappointing.
I think the Philly cheesesteak's over this one.
I think so too, man. This one's just like a spiciness. You get just a plain chip.
It's like a Flamin' Hot original Lay's.
Yeah, and it's got that burnt kind of crispy chicken skin flavor that you smell. You taste the same, but that's it. It seems really one-dimensional.
It's a little hot though.
It does have a good kick to it.
Yeah. I'd put Geno's Philly cheesesteak flavored over.
Yeah, this is disappointing, man. I think we got to put that. Right now, Philly cheesesteak is in the lead. All right.
The wavy carnita street tacos.
So wavy carnita street tacos based off El Torito's carnitas, which are pretty tasty.
But don't get me wrong, they're very edible.
Good. Still good. Yeah,
It
like
is.
if I would rate the Nashville hot chicken, I'd give it like a solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah. The Philly cheesesteak I'd probably give like a 7. Right?
This is crazy. The smell of this one. That's pork, man.
Yep. And the chip's dark.
Yeah, you can tell it's covered.
You should bring them over to the house today and have everyone try
I
them.
might do that, yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. How'd they do that?
I taste cilantro and lime.
I get the pork skin.
Whoa. These are good.
It is weird.
Uh-huh. I get
You can taste the cilantro and
I get the lime taste, cilantro,
wow.
the pork.
Now, as far as capturing the flavor,
Saltiness. Oh, good.
capturing the flavor of the carnitas, this is by far the most like its theme, I guess you could say.
Yeah, it's like I just took a bite of a
That's crazy.
good. Really good.
It's so like a carnita. They did good with this one, guys. Wow.
I like it.
You got to put it up top?
Yep.
I think so, just by how accurate. That's impressive. That's by far the most impressive
It
one.
has the most flavor, like compared to whoa, big difference.
Like we were expecting Like the Philly cheesesteak has some kind of meat taste to it. Didn't have it. Just tastes like the other chip, the sour cream and cheddar onion, which my wife loves.
Whoa.
The carnita. Wow. Okay, so far, that's the most impressive one to me. I think Zach's with me, though. Now, this one, they had a chip come out a while back with like mozzarella and marinara or something.
Okay.
And I had heard that it was similar. And this is a kettle cooked chip, so it's going to be a little bit crunchier.
Okay.
We know kettle because we did that Zapp's taste test last. Very tomatoey.
Yep.
A lot of basil. I taste the garlic too, from like the garlic bread.
Oh, these are pretty good.
They're not like the ones that I had last time, which I'm happy with because I didn't want to just be the rip off.
Very tomatoey though.
They're balanced well. I think the last ones that I had was like the deep dish pizza Lay's. They were way too strong. These are toned down.
Tomato and basil. Whoa.
This is good. This one's good, man.
This is a tough one. I don't know where to put it at.
Hey, let's dip back into them. We can jump around.
I think this one's last.
I think Nashville we know is last.
I just don't know if this one's better than the Philly cheesesteak or
This one's the best. That one's the worst.
I just know if this was before or after Philly.
Let's grab some more Philly. I'm really impressed with how balanced the flavor is. Usually pizza chips are way out of whack.
We gotta think about what do we keep going back to? Like, if you were to eat this chip, like what would you want to keep picking out?
Yeah. Now I'm not a fan of kettle chips typically.
Like, I'm trying to think like
I know which one I
what
prefer.
flavor do I want more?
I know which one I prefer. Which one do
That
you
one.
prefer? And we'll
You know what?
This is throwing off a lot of things for me right now.
I would go back for the kettle cook more than this one.
I agree. I like this one much
It's
better.
just-
And the more I eat that one, the
It's
more
still
I'm
good,
not
though?
sure I'd like it more than the chicken.
Really?
I might have to try the chicken
Okay.
because the onion flavor at the end is strange. Let's go chicken.
So for sure, kettle cook's number 2.
Kettle Cook's number 2. That carnitas is for sure number 1. Okay. So I got the chicken. There's like a sweetness from the caramelized onions in this one that I don't care for.
I still go back for the Philly. That's my thing because I have no taste in the Nashville one. It's just a hike. It's just a
Chicken.
heat.
It's like a real slight chicken. If it comes down to which one tastes more like what it's supposed to be, I'd have to give it to the Philly cheese because the
Yeah.
Lay's. But I like this one better than this one.
Really?
I do. But I'm fine with putting that in number 3
Yeah.
because the Nashville hot just doesn't.
But they're all edible. They're all very
All
good.
good. All very good. This carnitas is
But there's a
fucking
distinct
crazy.
the middle. The 2 on the left, the top 2,
Big gap.
They taste they taste very similar to what it is. The right, it's just like I'm curious to see what the chili random one tastes like.
Me too. The carnitas is not my favorite flavor in the world, but it's so on point with how it tastes. It's insane. Wow. Yeah, I think we got it right that time, man. So, number 4 out of the ones we tried, the worst one, Nashville hot chicken, doesn't really taste.
Chickeny, it's just hot.
No. And you don't taste paprika. You don't taste any of that stuff that's usually in the Nashville hot chicken, that barbecue sauce.
They should
the
have maybe
seasoning.
put a little more vinegar in it because for like the coleslaw,
Yeah, they missed a lot of those
pickle
notes.
flavor. Yeah,
The Philly cheesesteak is kind of, they took the cheddar
I
sour
taste no
cream.
meat. I just taste cheesy. Like
And I taste a lot of onion at the end. And the caramelized onion you taste, it has a sweetness to it, which I do not like with Philly cheesesteak.
Grimaldi's.
But Grimaldi's pizza, good shit. I like that.
Just not too much tomatoey, very basil-y,
Yeah, I think it's very well
a
balanced.
little garlicky.
Well done with that. And then the carnitas street taco just blew my
The
mind. How-
saltiness, the lime,
You
the
get everything.
the pork. Yeah,
The pork flavor is insane. I've never had that in a chip. Well done. Well done. All right. Well, there's our ranking, guys.
Okay, so we give Nashville a 6.
I'd give
5.
Let's do 5.
I give this one a 5, 6.
5.5.
This one probably like a 7.
7.5.
This is probably like an 8.5.
8.5. I'm with that. Yeah. Carnito's the top. New York style pizzeria number 2. 3 Philly cheesesteak, 4 Nashville hot chicken, and
But
chili
ladies, bravo.
relleno.
But
Well done. It's still good. Check these out, guys. And I'm sure there's people that are gonna
it ends August 10th, so
I thought it
no,
was
September 10th.
September. So we got another
I'm gonna get
month.
another carnitas because
That's
delicious.
crazy how much that tastes like it. The only one I really wouldn't see myself eating a bunch of is probably the Philly. I would eat I would prefer the Nashville hot over those.
It's
but-
I guess our flavor, but
They're just it's not.
my
there's
wife
no-
would love these because she loves hot stuff. But
Yeah. Check them out, guys. That's good shit. Still tasty, every bit of them. All right, man. Let's wrap this bitch up. Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you coming back after the fucking hot mess of last week. Thanks to Andrew for sticking with us, even though the podcast didn't even go up. Thanks, buddy, for doing the hot one special.
and
with
to
me.
my cousin Mark and Ivy,
Oh, yeah.
congratulations on baby Andrew. He's so cute.
Congratulations, dude. Cute baby. I saw the pictures on Instagram right before we started recording. Congratulations, guys. Mark, thanks for your service. You guys keep doing what you
Any
do.
advice, Sean, to Mark?
Oh, for a new one, because this is his first. I will say this, man, and I think Mark's already there more so than I was.
Yeah.
I was, I'm kind of a selfish guy. That's how I've always been. Like, I spend a lot of time learning guitar, all this. I learned this shit. So for me, when I had my child, that you really learn time management because you don't have that extra time. And Tom Segura said it best. You don't have vacations anymore as a parent. You have moments. And a moment could be, my kid is playing with the toy and he's been quiet for the last 3 minutes. That's a moment you get. You don't no longer have, I'm going to go play guitar for 45 minutes. That doesn't exist. Restroom breaks, you're going to have company. Get locks on your doors if you want any kind of privacy in the restroom. But it just changes how your mindset works because there's so much that goes into kids. They're so rewarding. They're great, man. You're going to love them. It's going to be a blast, but it's going to be tough. You're not going to sleep much the first few months. But above all, just have fun with it, man. Everybody's got their own parenting style, and kids are so different with how the chemical makeup of brain stuff. You don't know how they're going to act. So just give them love, take care of them, ask for help from your parents, from friends. Don't be afraid to reach out and say, hey, can you watch my kids for a little bit or watch my kid? Because you need a break. That's the one thing too many parents probably screw up on is they go too hard with not wanting to bother somebody else by asking for help. Reach out, man. You've got to have some chance to get some sleep. You'll figure it out with your wife. You will, kind of off and on. And that's the other thing too, is it's going to be very taxing on a marriage. When your own personal stuff isn't getting met because, you just don't have time. You don't have time for yourself to watch movies or go do whatever you enjoy. So that stress is going to hit the relationship. So just, remember, man, how lucky you are to be where you at, have a loving wife and a child and just feel blessed and, have fun with it. Having a kid's fun. It really is. It's tough. It's not easy. And, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool as they get older. Like last night, my 6-year-old, we've been doing family movie nights. And, I started telling her, we're not going to watch these ones you've seen. I'm going to start making you watch stuff that I used to watch. So we made her watch Parent Trap last night with Lindsay Lohan. That was one of my favorites growing up, dude. And she loved it.
That's good.
She loved it so much she watched it again this morning.
Watch Freaky Friday.
We started that one next.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you get to look forward to. Is I really like when they're little because they're cute, they're cuddly. Yeah, they poop and they throw up everywhere. But each phase has something that's really, really rewarding, I would say. So enjoy it. It's tough. It's one of the hardest jobs you can do. And but it is beyond rewarding. And yeah, congratulations, guys. Good luck to you. If you guys need any help, feel free to reach out. Obviously, we're a little far away for babysitting, but
we'll become an advice center.
Yeah. But no, congratulations, guys. Enjoy the baby.
If you're here, Mark, cheers. Cheers, brother.
Ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
All right, guys. Make sure you check us out on social media, Instagram, Facebook. Check out our YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Keep telling your friends about it. Keep growing this thing, and we're going to continue to do so. We will be doing the live broadcasts again soon. I've just got to figure out some things with this computer setup that led to the issues we had last week. But we will be up on there soon doing the full videos for these things, and We appreciate you hanging with us. Keep listening, keeping it real. Keep it safe, keep it sanitized, and that's pretty much it. Go check out some Lay's. This shit's good.
Very good.
Pretty good shit. Guys, we've had a blast. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy these hot dog days of summer. That's it from us. This is Sean.
This is Zach. It's time for us to take a dip.
It is. Peace out, y'all.